So I haven't actually told you guys about this, but over the break, the Soap and Clay Kidlets went on an all-nighter birthday party at a place called Defy, which is this giant trampoline area, like this huge event center thing with these epic trampolines everywhere. They have ball pits, they have parkour, they have foam pits and stuff you like bounce over and jump over and like the hitting game. Like it's insane. And they did an all-nighter there. They spent the night like a sleepover, but nobody slept at this really cool arena that had nothing but black lights the entire night for a whole night. And I was remembering when I was a kid, and like the coolest thing that I had ever done that even came close to that was like spending all night in like the indoor pool, you know? That was it. And I'm just wondering if you guys have like experienced that with your kids and any cool overnight activities, because I've never even thought to book a birthday party as epic as that. And that was pretty epic. I really wanted to like go and chaperone, not because I didn't trust the process, but because I wanted to be in the thing overnight. That's it. That's all. That's all I got for you today. No, I mean, we're making soap as well. I have the soap for you too. That is also happening as well. Just, this is my time and my weird stories. So there's my weird story about how I'm jealous of my children and the cool birthday parties that they get to attend. I will tell you more about what we are making in just a minute, but before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 219 of 365 days of soap, and today we are continuing on with the Grey's Anatomy theme, and we are making Callie's soap. Now, Callie is a very interesting character. I've always really liked her quite a bit. Mr. Soap and Clay has never liked her, and her character arc has been really amazing in really epic ways. And so I quite enjoy her, and I wanted to capture a piece of that character arc in soap form. But also, she's an orthopedic surgeon, right? And so she deals with bones, and so I wanted to also put bones in this somewhere. And the part of the arc that I really wanted to capture was this very cool conversation that she had had with another character kind of earlier on in the series that she was dating. And this character told her that she can't be bisexual. And from my recollection, this was the first time that a regular like primetime television show on like regular cable or whatever was really talking about and diving into complete inclusivity and representation across all spheres, right? And I really loved that. I was taken aback at the time, like, wow, that's a big move, ABC, good on you. And really wanted to capture that part of Callie's, personality. Not that that defines her as a person, but that character arc I thought was very cool. So that's what we are doing today. We will be making the bisexual flag in her soap, which will be awesome and fun. And her scent is from Wellington, and it's Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, which I really think actually fits Callie very well too, because she definitely falls in love hard, and she has been in some situations wherein she has been lucky to still be alive. We'll probably talk about that in the video. So, as I've been saying with all of these, there may be spoilers. If you haven't watched Grey's Anatomy, it's time to click out. Go watch Grey's Anatomy, come back and watch this, when you've done so. But let's head to the video so we can talk about Callie Torres and why she's awesome at all the things. Okay, Calliope Torres, and Calliope means music, right? That comes up. Ed Hardy's Love and Luck is what I am using for this, and I decided that when we were selecting the scents from Wellington in like a deep dive-ish, and Busta Mauve, Wisteria, and Royal Blue will all be used for these soaps because Midwest Soapery's micas are freaking amazing. And also, she's got new sizing and new packaging. So that's awesome. Like you should do that. Now, I did put into the soap oils a little bit of ground pumpkin seed to make it just a bit gritty because Callie Torres is just a bit gritty. So if you see any things like flecking around and all of that, that's what that is. And Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. It smells really good. Let's see what the notes are. Oh, damn, lots of notes. Bergamot, orange, black currant, pink peppercorn, nectarine, jasmine, plum, sensual musk, cedarwood, sandalwood, and patchouli. That's a lot. That's a lot of scent going on in there. It's pretty complex. And Callie is pretty complex, and so it totally works for her, I think. Now for this, ooh, that's a good scent. I'm sorry, I'm just sniffing the remains, the dregs of the bottle. And that's good. I might pick that up for me. And Callie is definitely a very interesting character. I said that one of the things that I really quite enjoyed in one of her story arcs was because she came in and she's like this kind of older intern, like a resident, that is then found to be living in the basement of the hospital, and nobody knew. Nobody had any idea that she was living down there. And she was dating George O'Malley. She started dating George O'Malley, right? And she fell deeply, crazily, madly in love with George really very early on. But George, he was still like pining over Meredith, and so it wasn't a real thing. And then all of the girls, Christina and Izzy and Meredith, decided to be catty girls, decided to be mean girls, and, not like Callie. And that was very strange, and very messed up. And then, shortly after that, well, Callie started dating a girl. Oh no. How are you attracted to both? That's not a thing. That's nothing that can happen. Just in case you can't catch the sarcasm in my voice, I am dripping with it right now. Okay? Cool. Yeah, so Callie starts dating a girl, and it is then decided by this girl that she's dating, Erica Hahn, if memory serves, that it's not possible for her to like girls and boys equally. And Callie's like, yeah, no, it totally is. Don't define me. And I absolutely loved that. Like, I already liked Callie before, but I loved her at that moment. And I thought that was very kind of ahead of the times for a network like ABC or NBC, or you get it, to be, leaning in to something like that on just kind of regular cable. And I thought that was wonderful. And really, I don't know, I became a stan of Callie Torres at that point. And then she goes on to have a baby with her BFF, Mark Sloan, McSteamy, sexy guy, and get married to Arizona Robbins. And so she represented just the spectrum, right? Like, we're all on a spectrum in some level, even if you don't want to acknowledge it. Like, we are, and it's not, I don't think that, liking girls or liking boys, like it's this really weird duality construct. I don't think that makes sense in life at all. I think you love who you love, and I could literally give a shit who that is. I don't care. If you are happy and you are not in harm and it is all consensual, do your thing. And I found that to be so incredibly beautiful and empowering in a time that I feel like that was pretty early in the grand scheme of things. And so go Callie. But also, speaking of her daughter, okay, and also speaking of Calliope means music, right? So we got some spoilers going on here. So there was a moment in one of these seasons where Callie and Arizona are in a car crash. And Callie is like not surviving, right? And everybody at Seattle Grace Mercy Death hopped to save Callie because A, they've already done this 19,000 times before. One of their own is in a mission critical state and they've been shot. They've been ran over by a bus. They've drowned and been dead for hours. Like most of the time they managed to bring them all back, except for George. And she's in this state of like complete mission critical. She's pregnant, but not far enough along for the baby to even be viable. And it's heartbreaking. It's like one of the most moving, like I think it's like it spans 2 or 3 episodes. And in addition to it being moving and gripping and you are on the edge of your seat, like, oh my God, they're going to survive, right? It's going to be a thing. And then also the survival of Sophia, her daughter, goes on for multiple episodes after that. But anyway, the point is they did their first musical episode in that. Now, I haven't actually talked a lot about the music within Grey's Anatomy yet. And I don't know why. Because Shonda Rhimes and her producers and they do an amazing job selecting the best music. The soundtracks for every single season, they are so freaking good. And also, each episode is named after a song. Like a song. Like, A Hard Day's Night. And I mean, I'm literally just thinking about A Hard Day's Night right now, and I can't give you other options. But every episode is a song title. And they have really amazing bands. They have indie bands. They have like more mainstream bands. All of the stuff that I've always loved. And so it made all the sense in the world for them to do a musical at some point, right? And they did a freaking musical, and they have like the entire cast. I mean, they sang a bunch of songs, right? But the entire cast was singing that song by The Fray, Chasing Cars. I'm pretty sure it was Chasing Cars. Yeah, it's totally Chasing Cars by The Fray, but it's also 2 a.m. by Anna Nalick and How to Save a Life, also by The Fray. And it's all of these surgeons going through the motions of saving Calliope Torres, also singing, and the way that they are dealing with it, like internally, while externally they have a job, and that job is to save Callie. But also Callie is having like an out-of-body experience and watching it all happen at the same time. And it's Callie and baby, right? This is already, as I said, gripping. You're on the literal edge of your literal seats. And then they throw in this musical. The whole episode is musical. It's called Song Beneath the Song, by the way. And it is so stunning, so good, and oh my God, can the actress that plays Callie Torres sing? They can sing. Like they actually started off, if memory serves, in theater. I think they were in Broadway, and then they were personally recruited by Shonda Rhimes to come and play Callie. And Shonda didn't actually have a real thought about exactly what Callie's character was going to be, and they didn't care. They're like, yeah, no, totally. Let's go do the thing. And did it, and was supposed to be, I think, not a series regular, but she ended up, Calliope Torres ended up existing for, I think, between 8 and 10 seasons. And so the actor, stayed and I don't think that was ever something that was actually planned, but they were so moving as Callie that it was just great. Anyway, in case you haven't seen it, Callie survives, Sophia survives. It's this whole big dramatic thing, and it's wonderful and amazing and beautiful, and Callie is a complete and total badass. Let's go cut this. So onto the cut of Callie's bar, and look, the little spines and all the appropriate colors for the bi flag, they're all there. They are all represented. I'm super excited to see if it kind of looks flag-esque inside. But yeah, no, Callie Torres, she's gritty, she's honest, she speaks her mind, she is unapologetic in everything that she does, while also still having a huge heart and caring about the people around her so very much. She is an exceptional surgeon. She is an exceptional human, just across the board. And we got to experience her for a time. And then the actor that plays Callie, I think, decided that they wanted to leave for their own, personal journey or whatever. And that's great. That's freaking awesome. I mean, Sarah Ramirez leaving and continuing to follow their life and their needs, that's awesome. The way that Callie was written off the script, that sucked though. That sucked because effectively Callie and Arizona ended up in a custody battle over Callie and Mark's kid, because again, Arizona and Callie got married, and so it's also Arizona's kid, and Mark is dead. I told you there would be spoilers. Sorry, we haven't even talked about Mark yet. He dies. It's very sad. But, whatever. Even if he was alive, it wouldn't freaking matter. Arizona also has a stake in, a child's future, because also Sophia's mom, but the way that they did it, because Arizona was so, they made Arizona out of character. I don't know that Arizona would have ever fought that hard and been that mean. I don't understand exactly why they chose to write Callie out the way that they did, but they did so. And it sucks because effectively Callie lost custody of her daughter. And then Arizona was kind enough to give custody, partial custody to Callie, when maybe she had no right even. Of course she had a right, but why would you even seek full custody? There was nothing wrong with Callie. Callie was an amazing mom. Anyway, I'm sorry. Callie's awesome. Sarah Ramirez is awesome. And I fangirl and stand so hard for Callie and everything that she is. And those bars are freaking epic. Look at them. And there it is, Callie's bar, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it so much. And actually, the Soap and Clay Kidlets, they had walked in after I'd finished cutting and had put it up on the shelf, and they came into the soap shop, and immediately they looked at it, and they're like, Mom, is that the bi flag? So they totally knew. So that means I totally did it right, and it totally looks like the bi flag. So I'm very happy for that. The little spines on top, nice cute little touch to really pull in Callie into the whole thing, and what her specialty is within the surgery world. So I love it across the board for sure. If you are interested in any of these soaps, you can't get them yet. We do not release any themes until the entire theme is done. So it's going to be a little bit. We have a few more to get through. If you are interested in seeing who else we tackle for this Grey's Anatomy theme, subscribe. Whatever. For those of you who have subscribed, hey, you guys are not whatevers. You are my sudsers. You are amazing. And I'm glad that you clicked on that button. You guys make me happy each and every day. I am so glad that we are here together building this cool soapy community, and that you guys are appreciating the Grey's content, because I have not been able to do a theme in quite some time. And so kicking off 2022 with a new theme has been a ton of fun, for sure. I'm out of here for today, but I will see all of you guys again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.